liked a lot of the reading that I did. It was useful for me to think of my favorite reads of the year because
I'm socially anxious and that I just don't see people, and that's not good for my.
Yeah, no, that's Louise's face.
Just getting used to low-waist jeans.
Happy 2026 tops, welcome back. I wanted to kind of update you on just life, reading stuff, what I've currently been doing for this week and what I'm going to be doing this week. So, happy 2026. I thought I'd start off by kind of going into some reading resolutions that I had for this year. And I was kind of unsure if I wanted to do it at first, but I really just wanted to put it out there. This way I have some kind of proof and something to look forward to as I go through my readings of 2026. So I have 8 key things that I'm looking forward to doing this year. One is to be able to read 100 books, and that's not 100% going to happen just because of how busy life can get and stuff can happen, but I want to be able to kind of set kind of a goal to work towards. I typically read anywhere between 40 to 50 books a year. This time I want to be able to see if I can double it. If I can't, that's okay too, but it's worth the try. Number 2 is to be able to read more translated fiction. I think that's a big thing for me, which is to step outside the kind of Western literature front and see what else there is and kind of dive into all the different cultures, languages that I have yet to explore and writers that I have yet to even touch base on. So looking forward to reading more translated fiction. A big one for me is to finally cross off reading Rachel Cusk off my TBR. I've been saying I've wanted to read her books for so many years, and I think it's finally time to kind of dive into the Cusk world. Number 4 is to be able to read more classics. I've always been kind of afraid of them, just one for the size, but also how heavy they are with text. So I think something as another point, which is to read bigger books. I want to be able to at least read 1 or 2 classics this year. Number 5 being embracing the big book. I started reading a couple big books within 2025, which are longer than 500 pages, and I want to be able to see if I can read, again, 1 or 2 this year to kind of cross off my list. A big one is to be able to start reading art criticism again. I think that's something I missed doing when I did my graduate degree, was like falling into the world of criticism and looking at different artists and all that writing that you don't really touch on much. So want to be able to work that through within this year. Another one is to be able to read a couple of screenplays. I think that kind of genre of writing has been really intriguing for me. And I want to kind of see what there is with screenplays and why I'm kind of attracted to that genre of writing right now. And again, the very last one is to be able to read even more gay books for 2026. Again, I'm always going to be a sad faggot at the very end of the day, so gay books is my number one priority for this channel. In terms of life updates, well, what can I tell you? I've applied to 11 jobs now through my field. I'm waiting to hear back or even be invited for an interview. Until then, there's no new updates on that. What else can I say? I've been cooking a lot more, which has been nice. I've also been reading a lot more. I finished Hotel Iris by Yoko Ogawa. I finished Vincenzo Latronico's Perfection. Both books were incredible, and I fell in love with the fact that they are translated fiction. Perfection really captured this audience of the kind of expat millennial who's just trying to make sense of their lives but never feels quite equated to their situations, and they keep kind of chasing more and more and more. So it really kind of hit me, especially with like many friends who are expats. And then Hotel Iris by Yoko Ogawa is this beautiful depiction of an S&M relationship, but also kind of understanding the things that we desire are sometimes hidden by society, and why are we afraid to kind of work towards those things that we desire or to be completely submissive. It's an incredible book of fiction and some very beautiful and powerful lines that I found in both of them. What else can I capture you on? I think that's mostly it. Yeah. That's it. I'm gonna go do some prepping for lunch, and then I will probably watch a movie later today. Okay, it was nice playing catch up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Afternoon. I thought I would jump back and just play catch up with what happened over the weekend. On Friday, I went to Open Studio in the morning. I worked on signing my prints, and then I wanted to spend some time researching some hard ground and seeing and comparing prices for different types of hard ground for the new etching series that I'm working on. So I did that. Then afterwards, I walked over to meet Michael and Albert. So, and we went to the Leather Archive. It was Leather Week in Toronto, so we got to see some beautiful ephemera from the 1970s and talk with some guys that were just incredible. There was this one older gentleman who, oh, so much sexual confidence, and just the amount of freedom that he had was just amazing and something to really look forward to when I get older myself. On Saturday, I went to my ceramics class. I decided to sign up for wheel throwing, and last week was my first class. This is my second one, and oof, this week was not good. I could not wedge, I could not center, and I could not pull. Everything was just horrible. That's okay. That's the point of learning, and I'm trying something new. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get used to those like key rhythms of like pulling and how it feels within my body, but also making it adjusting to like how I can pull, because there's so many different ways of pulling that I've learned as I've researched through the weeks. So I'm gonna keep trying, and we'll see next week if I can make a cup. After my ceramics class, I went home. I kind of relaxed a little bit, and then Michael invited myself and Andrew to Yes Sir, which is a leather dance party. So we went out to that, dressed in gear and all, so that was quite fun for an evening. So many beautiful men, and just, there were pups all around. It was just very attractive sexual energy everywhere. And now Sunday. Sunday was kind of a recovery day for me, and then later in the evening we went out for dinner with Andrew to celebrate an early birthday for his mom, and then yeah, just called it a night. I thought I'd play catch up with you guys with what happened over the last 3 days. In terms of reading, I finished reading A Rock, a River, a Street by Steffani Jemison. This is a collection of vignettes focused on the Black body, femininity, movement, and what happens when your movement is taken away. There's some very beautiful lines. It's very tender. It's very soft. Jemison gets to a point within her writing that just, it feels poetic, and it's as if you're breathing with her. So if you have a chance, look it up. It's a beautiful book, and just the design itself of the book is just really beautiful also. And currently, as my fourth book of January, I decided to participate in Katie James's book club, and January's focus was to read a memoir. So I'm currently reading Kevin Killian's Fascination. I started this yesterday, so there's not really much I can touch on. The one thing that I can say is that the writing within this book so far is very tender, and it kind of feels as if you're being hugged and protected. So I'm interested in seeing how Killian kind of expands that writing and what happens throughout the book itself. But yeah, that's about it. I wanted to wish you guys a happy Monday as I'm posting this video today, and also to kind of see what you guys are reading. What's been on your radar for January? What movies have you been watching? What music have you been listening to? Have you been cooking anything fun? Let's have a discussion down below, and yeah, I wish you guys all the best this week, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.
Let's do the rest of it.